Yay, we're recording, we're live with our very first call for the 90-day challenge. So welcome everybody. It's super exciting to have so many people able to be here on the live call today. We've got almost 200 people registered for the challenge. So we're looking forward to, really seeing some amazing transformations over the next 90 days and really helping you all to reach your goals. So I think Justin has something that he wants to do as we get started here before we do a few slides for you.
So yes, welcome everybody. What a huge achievement for everyone to get involved with this, and it really shows that there's a groundswell of interest and eagerness in order for you to all build your own fortunes. So I just wanted to remind you a bit about the spirit of what the Shine Bright team is all about. I'm going to read you the excerpt from Marianne Williamson. So our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are all powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about.
Oh, we lost you, Justin, for a second. Okay, can anyone else hear Justin? No. Okay, Justin, we've lost you. Just let me text him because I don't think he realizes that he's been lost. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, so we'll just get Justin to, I'm just texted him and let him know to come in here because I don't know what happened, why his sound dropped out there, and we'll get him to finish his little part that he was going to do there. So I'm going to kick off with a few slides then while we wait for Justin to come in here. Have no sound. Maybe Janine, if you can call Justin on the phone and let him know. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know where he's disappeared. Okay, anyway, we will move on. But anyway, that's what the name of our team came from, was that beautiful quote from Marianne Williamson. I love that quote. And yeah, so it's really up to all of us to go out and to be our best in the world, and we can really impact a lot of people by doing that. So we've put together a few slides just to go through. So today, obviously, we're setting up a lot of what the next 90 days is going to be about. So we want to make sure that you're all clear on that. Hopefully, a lot of you have received the emails to introduce you to the 90-day challenge. If you haven't,
We had an IT meltdown. My computer disappeared. So anyway, so what I was talking about was the Shine Bright spirit of invite you to connect with what is it about yourself that you've always wanted to express, your greatest potential, your gifts and your talents. I want you to really get in touch with that and to think about what's possible for you in this 90 days. How many lives can you change? How can you change your life? How can you change the direction of your life to embrace those goals and those dreams that you want to accomplish? Because that's what we're here about. Yes, it's a business, and if it's $1 million business, if you treat it like $1 million business, it will pay you like $1 million business. We're going to guide you and support you, and all the leaders in the accountability groups are going to guide you in the mentoring groups to take little steps and actions every day, or at least 6 days a week, over the 90 days to achieve some business goals. But really, this is about your personal growth and the growth of the community, the growth of your influence in the society, in the communities. So it's super exciting. And to do that, we'll talk a little bit more about Y forms and DMOs and that daily discipline. But I want you to really think about the bigger picture in what it is that you want to do with your life. And this 90-day challenge is the vehicle that you can do it.
Awesome. I'm going to share my screen and just run you through some of the, there's always like a bit of like admin when you start up a course, a challenge like this. So I'm going to run you through all of that so that you're clear on what all of that is. Okay. We're having some really interesting technical situations today, aren't we? Here we go. All right, can everyone see this PowerPoint? No, that's not working.
Hang on.
You know,
It's thinking. Don't touch anything.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you?
No, you stop touching things.
Okay.
Try
Here
again.
we go again. Sorry about that. This is interesting. We don't normally have technical issues with Zoom, and today we're having technical issues, and it's
It's not the problems we face in life. It's how we deal with them that really matters.
Yeah, that's right. And we
You want to screen share that first?
Yeah, hang on, honey. I'm on this one. There we go.
No, you're not screen shared. That's what I said. Do you want to screen share first, darling? Let me take over. Oh, there's lots of weird and funky things happening. All right, let's stop that.
Come on, guys, get it together.
Oh, we're having some really funky stuff going on. It's all right.
Computer, you should see it on this end. It's looking
Yeah,
pretty.
like my computer actually crashed, and it very rarely crashes. So maybe you've got a weird internet connection or something. Okay, here is the PowerPoint. Pray that it's working.
We did test all this out. So anyway, hopefully, can you see that? You can see that?
Yay!
Okay, perfect. We're just going to go with that because we're having some technical issues here. So see, you don't have to be perfect to be successful in business. So Shine Bright Team 90-day challenge, it's going to run, it started on the 1st of June till the 31st of August. And that was just to make it a nice, even 3 months. And it's 17 weeks altogether. And we have our first call is today. So that's our first live coaching call. So I'm just going to run you through a little bit about how the program is going to work. We're going to get a weekly coaching and accountability call. Now, we know not everyone can be here live because it is in the middle of a Monday. The recording will be available to those people who can't attend live. We have people from around the globe doing this, from the UK and Europe and Asia and the United States. So we couldn't get a time that everyone was going to work for everyone. So we'll record it. We're going to give you some specific training and things to do on these calls. And we're going to give you a clear daily method of operation that will set you up for success and keep you focused on the activities that make a difference to growing your business. Because here's my hot tip, watching webinars on a SEA does not grow your business. Watching this does not grow your business. It does not. People think it does. It doesn't.
It's not an income producing activity.
So your commitment is you need to commit 1 to 2 hours every day, 5 to 6 days a week, with an aim of doing 10 to 12 hours a week in total. You have to be accountable. Each and every one of you is accountable and responsible for your business. So complete the weekly tasks that we're going to tell you here. The Diamonds are going to be hosting these calls. So myself, Justin and Sally Diamonds and Janine Babowska are the Diamonds in our team that we're going to be hosting these calls for you. And be coachable and willing to grow, because it's kind of scary. Like, we had to get out of our comfort zone a lot when we started this. And that's kind of scary, and you have to overcome some things to like get to the other side of them. Other side of what you want, the other side of fear, right? You have to overcome things to get to the other side of fear. So what's on offer? So the potential to create a $2,000 plus US dollar per month residual income, or more than that. Like, some of you already have a residual income of that much or in excess of that with a SEA. So you'll be able to build and expand on that. You're going to position yourself by doing this to qualify for the 2019 Ascent trip, which was awesome. This year was so good. 5-star, all expenses paid international holiday. Now, if you are from Australia or from New Zealand, your ASEA account is registered in Australia or New Zealand or the United Kingdom or Europe, lucky you, because we have additional incentive trips that you can qualify for that are running in parallel to this. So for Australia and New Zealand, we have the Reach for the Beach trip to the South Pacific, which is amazing. And so I've done a whole separate video on that, and I'll show you where you can access that. And the UK and Europe, they can qualify for this. This is Africa, a trip to South Africa where they get to go and stay in a safari lodge and see the animals. And that will be amazing as well. also have the opportunity to empower people to take charge of their health with the molecules. And you can also learn how to create prosperity in your life and other people's lives, which is an important part of our overall health and well-being. And what we are going to do is we're also going to do weekly prizes, okay? So we're going to recognize the top 5 on our weekly call, and you're going to get a gift from the Shine Bright team, diamonds, each week. If you meet the top prize, the grand prize in each of these categories every week. So if you're the top enroller, so the team member with the most enrollments in the previous week, and there's 17 weeks in total that you can have an opportunity to win this, you're going to get a gift from the diamonds. Or if you're the top contactor, and this is the team member who contacts the most people, you'll also get a prize. Now, very important on this one, you must be logging all of your contacts through Genie, because the only way that we're going to measure for the top contactor is people through Genie. So we're going to do a video showing you how you can send Facebook links through Genie, text through Genie, you can send emails through Genie, you can log your phone calls through Genie, and that is going to put you in the running for the top contactor. So really important is to get clear on your why and your goals. Now, we sent out some emails in the lead up to this, and they had information on completing your why and your goals. So Justin's just going to talk a little bit about this now.
Yeah, so when you're going through your why form, just encourage you, some people call it the why that makes you cry. It's not about making you sad. It's about getting deep enough in your values so that you connect what you're doing in your ASEA business with your highest values. It's really going to change your life. Now, for many people, that may be service to humanity. It may be recognition. It may be financial reward. Whatever it is, it's about fulfilling your life purpose. That's what the why is about. Another way to put it is to find the passion that's going to make it happen. Okay, so when you're doing your why form, put that up on your desk. Put that somewhere you're going to see it. I recommend make multiple copies. Put it in the bathroom. Put it in places you're going to see it, on the fridge door, maybe in next to your bed. And look at it regularly and keep asking yourself the questions on that why form. Ask yourself, why do you want that? How will life change if you achieve that? You know, how will you feel about yourself? What will your life look like? You know, keep asking those questions, dig deep, because the more you can really get clear and have clarity on what's important to you, what is your purpose, your mission in life, and how ASEA is going to fit with that, how this 90-day challenge is going to fit with that, that will make you powerful. Like we've had some IT challenges today. Stuff happens in life. You can't control stuff and challenges coming up. What you can control is how you deal with it. How you get back on the horse and you give it another go. Okay, so that's why it's really important that you really fully participate with your mentoring and your accountability groups, because things aren't going to always be perfect. But when you have clear direction and you can see the target and you keep making consistent positive steps towards that end goal, it is amazing what you can achieve. Okay, so be familiar with your why, be familiar with your goals, put your goals up there as well. You might be halfway through the challenge and realize, wow, I'm going to exceed my goals. Fantastic, adjust them. You know, that happens. And so many people that we've done this process with have put a goal out there that has stretched them, and they've gone, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but then because they've written it down, they've focused on it, they've been able to achieve it. So when you stretch yourself, you get into that uncomfortable space. That's when you grow. You don't grow unless you're in that uncomfortable space. Your muscle doesn't get stronger unless you work it out to the point where it almost fails. But it's a positive failure. You know, that's a good thing. So fall forward, learn from your mistakes, be consistent and stretch, get clear with your why and go for your goals.
Fantastic. So yeah, as you can see in the images here, this has been in the preparation email sent out. I'm going to share with you. I'll share it when we get to the end, because I don't want to stop the share and restart it again because of our technical issues that we've been having.
It did revert to an old PowerPoint. It's been updated, but
yeah,
we got what we got.
We got what we got. So you can see these images here, and you can have the Share a Seer Guide's where you'll find your why. And then we've done up a goals sheet, especially for this program, so that you can really get clear on what you want to achieve in the first 30 days, in the 60 days, and the 90 days. And you can like break maybe your 90-day goal down into smaller parts so that you can achieve those along the way.
And it's completely fine if people come on board halfway through the challenge, or next week you might bring someone on board and they want to do the business. They can still join the challenge. So it does have a finite date for us, but people can participate at any point through the challenge. But for all of you starting today, you know, really get clear on what you're going to achieve in the 90 days.
And this is what you want to set this up today, right? Like spend some time today when you can, or tonight if you're working today, and get this done. And you want to share this with your accountability group leaders. Now we're going to go through what that means in just a moment, but you want to share this within your accountability groups, like what your why is and what your goals are, because they're going to help you keep on track over the course of this program. So there's a couple of ways that you can find out all of the information. So this is our Shine Bright Team ASEA Facebook group for people who are wanting to build a business that are part of our team. So when you go into this group and you go to announcements, I've actually done a post there, and it's got a link to a Google Sheet which has links. It's going to have links to all of these recordings, all of the information that was sent out in the preparation email. So you've got everything in one place. Now that's what we've just done for the moment, and I'll show you that at the end of the call exactly where it is live on Facebook. But we're really using the ASEA Business Coach. It's a fantastic tool, and it's really going to allow us to take that, which website do I send people to? Which video do I send people? It's like everything is going to be contained within this one program. So within the next week or two, you're going to see in the training center here, there's going to be a course called 90-Day Challenge, and everything is going to be organized within that course, all of the information that we're providing you, all of the recordings. So that will be coming soon.
That includes the emails and the PDFs. So if you need to go back to them, you'll be able to find them all in one place. And the referencing to the different training that we're going to do each week as well, because we're going to refer you to specific training, and we're not going to cover all the training in the 30 minutes, but we're going to refer you to Jeannie where you can find it. You can watch it in your own time.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that as well. So it's going to be fantastic. We're just not quite there with the IT on this bit yet. That's okay. We've got a solution that will work in the interim. Now, accountability groups. So obviously there's a lot of people doing this challenge, which is amazing. However, you can't all connect personally on a call with this many people on it, and we can't get to know each other on a really individual basis with this many people.
There's a special dynamic that happens with a small focus group that you're going to work with every single week. So I really encourage you to open up, trust, be vulnerable, be constructive, create a safe environment container, and move forward with that group. Help each other, bounce off each other. If you're a person like me that needs a bit of a kick up the bum occasionally, ask for that and give permission to your group leader and potentially the members of that group to spur you along when you need it. It's really important to support you.
So the accountability groups, you're going to get support from a leader who already has runs on the board. They've already had some success with ASEA, and your group leader is going to set up a way for you to check in daily with, how you've completed your daily method of operation. And we're going to go into that a bit more next week, but we will send some information out in an email, what we would suggest. Getting support, like if you're stuck with something, you can actually, relate that to the other members of this group and be able to get some feedback from them. And you're going to have maybe a weekly session to provide connection and community with your group. So you might have a small Zoom call or something like that within your group so that you can all connect and you can share a little bit more and all have a chance to speak and relate to each other, which we just can't do on a group of this size. So we're going to send out some information today on how you're going to join your group, and I'll also show you at the end of this call where that's located in Facebook, so you can get yourself into a group and that you've got an accountability group that you're part of. So this afternoon, what you can expect to get set up with this is a recording of this call. It'll be a link to your accountability groups and information on the groups. Now do this today. Get your name on an accountability group today. That's really important because the leaders of those groups are going to be setting up the communication for your groups, and you're going to be wanting to send them your why and your goals and really all start to get to know each other, because you're going to be working together over the next 90 days. We're going to send out a suggested daily method of operation guide to how you need to show up with your income producing activities daily. Okay, so there are things in this business that you need to do daily that are what leads you to success, right? And next week we'll do more detailed guidance on the DMO. Is that Joy's toy?
Yep, Joy's toy just started talking at us. The other thing is that was supposed to be in this, and we apologise, not quite sure how we reverted to an old version of the PowerPoint with the weird IT stuff happening. But there was another dot point in there, which is as a part of those accountability and mentoring groups, there's an agreement for that. And there's some dot points on that agreement. Do that today. Have a look at it. Put your name down, sign it, date it as a declaration of your commitment to doing this. It's a commitment to you achieving your dream life, really, achieving your highest values and dreams, but it's a facilitated group in order to do that. And that includes things like actively listening, participating, giving constructive feedback, being a safe group, treating people with respect, treating yourself with respect, holding yourself to task, but it's designed to be firm but supportive, right? It's getting you to that space of growth. And we do better as human beings. We do better when we share that with others, we declare that to others, and they help us be accountable to move forward.
Yeah. Okay. And
next week, we'll be talking more about the daily method of operation.
We will.
We'll give you a suggested one that will really take your business to the next level. And if you need to tone that down, you can, but encourage you, we're going to throw some big challenges out to you, encourage you to embrace it and just go for it and see what you can create in your life in the next 90 days.
Yeah. And then our next call, of course, is Monday the 11th of June, same time, 12:30 Brisbane time. So if you are in the USA, it will be the night before, be on Sunday. And this is where you can access the call. So I do want to just show you where...
So this is a weekly call, and it will be weekly for the entire 90 days. So I encourage you to get organised, put it in your diary, put it in your calendar, create some space. Or for those that that can't make this call, organise a 30-minute time so you can re-watch the call. But schedule it, diarise it, make it real, make it a part of your 12 hours a week. That's a critical step to your success in the 90-day challenge.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, you do need to schedule it. So if people can't make it live, and we understand a lot of people won't be able to make these calls live because they have other commitments at this time or are still working and things like that, we will have that recorded. So yeah, that will be available. So I just want to quickly share my screen and show you where you're going to be able to find all of that information that we have right now until we do get it set up as a course in Genie. And I'm hoping that we will not have any further technical challenges.
Some people did share a link to the Marianne Williamson quote, "Our deepest fear." If my audio cut out, my apologies for that.
Yeah, totally cut out.
Oh, so yeah. Did you hear any of it?
We're up till we heard some of it, but not all of it. Okay, so when you come into the Shine Bright Team Facebook group here, at the top, we've got the banner up here, and then announcements right here. You can see the announcements. So there's this little arrow here, which you can hide the announcements or show the announcements. And then there's also see all of the announcements as well. So the first announcement that's been there for quite some time is our Getting Started training. So if you haven't done that, definitely encourage you to go through and to do this Getting Started training. There's a few short videos. It's pretty easy. It doesn't take long. It's about 20 minutes. But right here is the link about the 90-day challenge. And what we've done is we've put a Google Sheet together here on this link, which is I'll show you in just a moment, and that's going to have everything that we have emailed out already. It's going to have all the worksheets we're providing, the recordings of this call. Now, if you know someone has just joined and they still want to register, I've just popped the registration link down there so they can still register. That gets them on the email list. We are going to set up so we can text you guys out and let you know when there's new things live as well. We're just getting that set up as well with the ASEA Business Coach. But at the moment, they'll just get the emails. So if you click on this link here, it's going to take you to a Google Sheet. and it's got a list of resources. So hopefully you can all see this here, and you can see it's get prepared. So that was all the emails that went out to you at the start. It's got the document type, and it's got a link to where you can grab that document and download it. A lot of this is in the ASEA Business Coach still, but as I said, we want to get that set up as a course, so it's really easy. So this is, you can just access everything from here for the moment. There was a video on the compensation plan that's there, a PDF on setting your goals. Sally did a fantastic video on I don't have time, and not using that as an excuse, because a lot of people use that as an excuse. And setting up ASEA Business Coach Pro. I'm getting Larry to do a little video of that for us. This is a complete set of the preparation emails, so all the text that went out, and it's got all the links in there. The accountability group. So this is the important thing that you also need to do today. You need to make sure you have your why done, make sure you have your goals done, but you also need to register for an accountability group. So this is the link to the accountability group. This is your participant guide and commitment that you'll be able to do there. Now that file is, I think I've got to just update that. So let me just delete that out of there. I'll put that in there shortly. We're just getting, our assistant is making some updates to that. Daily method of operation, there's an example of one there. And then all the regional incentives that I mentioned, there'll be links to the videos and the PDFs where you can find out information for those incentives, and then the week 1 calls and any trainings that we're recommending that you do. So that's how it's organized for the moment. And it will all be in ASEA Business Coach as we move through this course. But this one here, I'm just going to open this up so you can see it. So you might have to copy and paste that. So these are the accountability group spreadsheet. So you can see here we have a group leader and then 7 members per group. Now, some of the leaders have already assigned people that they know are doing the challenge into their groups. But what you want to do is you want to go and find a blank spot in here, and you want to put your name and your email and your phone number in there. Now, everyone who's in the challenge can see the information on this sheet. This was the only kind of technological way that we could have to organize that. But the group leader is going to need that information to be able to connect with you. Now, if you're putting your name down on this sheet after the call today, what I want you to do is I want you to also text and email the group leader who you've put your name down, and let them know. Just introduce yourself if you don't know them that well, and say, hey, I've put myself down in your group. And just send them your contact details, because they will be setting up a way that you're going to be able to check in with them daily.
So please be respectful of everyone's contact details on here. Please only use them for the purposes of this group. And we take it that your participation in the challenge, that you do respect people's confidentiality, and that their contact details are to be left on the form purely for the purposes of facilitating the support group.
Yeah, so these are the group leaders, the names here under the group leader column, and you can see we have a lot of groups. So we have 25 groups in total. So, you can assign yourself. I have put a little note for where a leader is in a different country outside of Australia. So New Zealand, USA, and UK, Europe. Now, the reason for that is it may just be a little easier if you have people there to work with people that are in a more similar time zone, because it can be very difficult working with particularly with the UK and Europe and the USA. The time zone is so different. To try and coordinate everyone to perhaps do a little live meetup might be difficult.
Encourage you to use your uplines and work within your teams where you can. But if you can't, there's too many people in a group, or the time zone doesn't work, reach out and ask your people to go into groups that is appropriate for them. And, it's also a great opportunity to meet more people in the Shine Bright team, to cross line and get to know people, and realise that we've got some great talent in this community, and together we can all achieve a lot more than we can by ourselves.
The link from my phone check. So all the links, Tracy, will be in that pinned post in Shine Bright team. That will be the easiest place. If you just go and open that Google Sheet, everything is in there, and they'll be the most up-to-date versions. Like, if I have to change anything, I'll update the link in there for the moment.
And just check that on the computer, Tracy. I noticed some links didn't work on my phone, but on the computer they did.
Yeah. So that's I hope that's covered. There was a lot of setup information today. So we'll be getting into more meaty training and stuff in the future calls, but we needed to make sure that you all understood what it is. And next week will be the first week we will be recognizing our top 5 enrollers and our top 5 contactors next week on the call. And, we will be utilizing some of these people to share a little bit about what they've done. So
you don't need Genie Pro subscription in order to use Genie for this program. Genie Pro does have the advantages of it's got the scripting and the advanced prospecting training, but the free account, if you've never used it, once you set it up, you can actually use that for 10 prospects, and then it goes back to a very basic prospecting tool, which is still completely fine. But please use Genie for all of your contacting, because that allows us to track it and recognize the people that have had the most activity. Obviously, and the enrollments comes from another form, but particularly that contacting activity that needs to be through Genie so we can track it.
Yeah. And, it's a great investment of $25 a month. It's phenomenally cheap for everything that it does and all of the functionality that's going to be built into it in the future. I've worked with these kinds of things and they're normally a lot more than that for something that doesn't.
79 participants on the call today. It's a phenomenal turnout. Mm-hmm. We are super grateful for your inspiration, your courage, your passion to change your life. And it's a real honor and a privilege to be a part of that. So I just want to give you a huge congratulations and really go for this. See what you can achieve in your life. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Go to the Shine Bright team. Shine bright.
So but definitely get set up in your accountability groups, because that's where you're going to get someone, you're going to be able to have your questions answered every day. And they're going to say, hey, what did you do today? Your leaders are going to ask you, they have a list of things. They're going to, what did you do today? Did you get it done? Why didn't you get it done? So that you're kept accountable. So really, really important that you get set up in them, and to help those accountability group leaders get a way that they can be in touch with you daily as soon as possible. So thank you so much, everyone. We are going to keep these calls to 30 minutes because we do appreciate that a lot of people are on breaks from work and things like that at this time of day. So we really want to see as many of you as possible reach bronze and beyond over this next 90 days. It's going to be amazing.
Okay, great. Have a fantastic week and wish you all the very best in your challenge.
Thank you.